Konnichiwa, Ohio. That surprised you, didn't it? Aha. Anyway, we're here with some Train Sim World stuff because there's been some timetable updates for the Class 170 on Birmingham Cross Cities. We'll have a quick look. Class 220 Voyager services for Manchester Airport Commuter. And the Leavenmouth services for the Fife Circle. So, why don't we start with the Fife Circle? There we go. And there should be a new timetable, the Sprinter Express timetable, which has the Class 158, which has the Leven version and the Edinburgh Glasgow version. So let's look at the Leven version. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, 12, maybe 13 new services to and from Leven from various places. And they're mostly fairly long, which is cool because you're not just driving just the couple of stations on the Leven branch. All right, let's look at the 170 for Fife Circle. We have, what, 1 screen worth, 2 screens worth, so about 20 odd. And some of these go to Leven as well. Cool. Alrighty, the 380. This is apparently the entire 2024 working timetable. So we've got 1 screen worth and 2 screens worth. Okay, it's about 20 odd services there, roughly. The 385 looks to be about 3 screens worth, so about 30 odd services there. Flying Scotsman. What's that doing in Scotland? It's got a Fife Circular. It's a clockwise trip around the Fife Circle. Well, that could be fun, except it's dead flat. And of course, there's a Class 66. We'll take the one from the top. It has 3. Slateford Depot to Stirling, Part 1. Railhead treatment train, stuff, okay. Does it make any difference if we choose something else? No. What about if we choose something like the DB? Does that make a difference? No, it's only the same services. Well, there you go. That's the timetable update for Fife Circle, the Sprinter Express timetable. All right, let's have a look at the old favourite, Birmingham Cross City. Gonna go to Brum. Timetable, Cross City timetable, Cross City 170 timetable. So this is, it says the Class 220 Voyager services for the Class 170 Birmingham Cross City. So they've changed this one, I guess. Which would mean, there it is, the Voyager from Riviera. And we've got, what, 1 screen and 2, 3? About 4 screens worth, so somewhere between 40 and 50 services for this one. They all look to be fairly shortish, which is not that surprising because they, it's not the biggest route in the world and they don't run the whole route anyway. So there you go. That is the 220 stuffed into Birmingham Cross City. There seems to be a few other things in there as well that didn't used to be there, but they're the things from the 170 timetable. Just out of curiosity. No. Okay, it's not in the old timetable. Good-o. Next would be the route from the Angry, Angry Man. Manchester Airport Commuter. Mac Attack. So we look at, there's 2 timetables in this thing. And we do indeed have the Voyager. And it's in here. They're all rather short. They only run a segment of the route. 1 or 2 longer ones. Where do you go? Oh, you go most of the route. That's good. So there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 5 screens, so about 50 odd services. They are all very short. So those of you who like short services, enjoy them. Guard mode in 4 minutes. That could be fun. Oh yeah, they're shunting services. No guard. No need. Right, what else were we going to look at on Manchester Airport commuter? I know, nothing. There you go. Okay, let's, just because we can, quickly pop out of here and go into Fife Circle, into the timetable, Sprinter Express, and we want the 170, do we? 158, 158, 11, and I want one that starts at 11. 11 to Edinburgh Waverley. You'll do fine. We're not going to play the whole thing. Let's make the weather Scottish. Oh, oh, oh. And some wind. Excellent. Drive. We have a conductor as well. Let's put on the headphones, because apparently there's announcements. Or something like that. Let's have a look.
Welcome to the ScotRail service to calling at. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
Can someone text BTP and tell them that their announcements are missing? Bit of wipey action, maybe? Right, good. Let's get some doors open. Should have done that already, but we didn't. Let's turn off the door. Don't know why the draw's on by default. The driver's reminder appliance. Draw. D-R-A. It's actually in the end of the platform. Doesn't get much closer than that. I thought we'd just do this little thing. We'll just drive at the length at Leven Branch, and then we'll get off, because, funnily enough, I need to go to work. And it's not far off that time. Loading, 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 loading. At least they're getting on. It's a good sign. Doesn't always happen with passengers. Not always. Away we go. Yeah, look at that. Looks like a spider sticking through the umbrella. Excellent. Fantabulous. Got some properly Scottish weather, so naturally we'll open the window. Ooh, we can turn on the GSMR. Off we go. Game volume's a bit low, isn't it? Let's turn that up. That's better. Button. Beep up. Let's go. The Railway Dogcast. There is an episode of the Railway Dogcast out now with Matt Peddleston from Dovetail Games as the guest. My own podcast, the Right Way, Wrong Way, Railway should be out this weekend with a episode also featuring various people from Dovetail. Just letting gravity help us out on the way to Cameron Bridge here. Gravity, of course, sucks. It's good to have the proper timetable in for trains going to the Leven Branch with the Leven Branch livery. Nice to have. And good to see something come out of Skyhook too, because I know they've been having their troubles. If you're a fan of Lawnmower Simulator, they've actually launched a crowdfunding to develop Lawnmower Simulator 2. Oop, we're supposed to stop back there. Very good. We'll pretend that we did. Perfect. Look at that. Right on the money at 0 yards. Here come the hordes of zombies. Scottish zombies. How can you tell they're Scottish zombies? They're wearing kilts. John, they all walked up here, and now they're walking back. What? Someone just fell out the other side of the train. I wonder if that'll happen again. Just fell out on the ground and went, I'll just vanish then. Alrighty. Close doors. Nearly. Soon. Any second. There we go. And they take ages because it's simulating the Guard. Look, someone gets on at the last second there. It's probably just having a quick fag on the platform. Whoop, someone else squeezed in there. And what did I just see down there? Did I just see someone get into the train when the doors were shut? Can this lady perform this magic trick? Yes, she can. Magic tricks. Everybody's a wizard. She looked at me when we went past. You know, I always know it's a bit random, but it's kind of creepy. There's actually an awesome Japanese horror game where the NPCs all turn and look at you as you move past them. It's grouse. It's so creepy. Let's chuck all the bananas in. So we increase our speed and head for Kirkaldy, which will be our last stop today for this video. Oh no, we're going too fast. Don't tell anyone. But they'll know. No, they won't. It's not as though we're putting it on the internet. Oh wait, we are. It's alright, we'll blame the wizards. Full bananas. Bit of sand because it's wet. Oh, hang on, I've got a sand button, don't I? I do. Oh. This, if you haven't met it, is the TSCX controller, which I have put in place of the rail driver that I still have down there. So, the TSCX is pretty good for most things. I keep contemplating a sim hogger. But you know, it's about the same cost as a 5080. By the time I get it here, it's probably the same cost as a 5090. Because I hate to think what shipping for something that big from the US is going to be. Because, you know, the US Postal Service, yeah, they're nobody's friend. That's why people buy everything from China. The China shipping is subsidized by the government. So we all buy stuff from China because it's cheap. Cheap and cheerful. And everything's made from the car that was stolen from your neighbour a couple of days ago. You could buy it back via Temu in small pieces. Isn't that cool? Off we run to Kirkaldy. Let's annoy the signalman, because we can. Ha! Signalman goes, "What do you want about, Willis?" And of course, Willis had that rather unique father figure. What is it about father figures in TV series turning out to be evil? It seems to happen a lot. Not all of them, clearly, but a lot. Well, that made a lot of difference to the engine revs. Clearly. As we wind through the miraculous countryside that is Scotland. Home of men in skirts who paint their faces blue. Don't know how we got onto it, but had a conversation with Richie Rail the other day about blue for toilets. Never understood it. Doesn't it just hide the shit stains? Shouldn't you clean them? We had opposing thoughts. Because I thought you should probably clean them. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo-doo. I'll probably get pinged for that. We are joining the main line here on our path to Kirkaldy. In our train that said an announcement but didn't. Didn't know where it was going. Isn't that sad? Prepare for fangage. Full fangage. All the way, that's it. There's no more lever. Ah, I was going to say hello to the passengers, but all I did was close myself in. Never mind. I can't get up because I turned on DSD. The driver's safety device, which stops you from standing up or even wriggling very much. Wriggle, wriggle. Train stops. Well, it was a gratuitous bridge shot. but I missed it. That's okay. Lambs. Or as my father-in-law calls them, ships. It's a long way to Kirkaldy. In a 158 Super Sprinter grindy box. It's basically a grown-up pacer, but not bouncy. In fact, I don't think the 158s actually have suspension. What does our PIS say on the front? Edinburgh. Is it eventually going to Edinburgh? Yes, I know it's Edinburgh. But why did you spell it Edinburgh? It's not my fault. It is eventually going to Edinburgh, Waverley, but we are, of course, not. We are only going to Kirkaldy. Because I want to hear it say, Kirkaldy. And judging by how well that worked at Leven, it might not. Turn on the whizzy. What else can we do in here? Is there anything else we can do? Ooh. 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 Mm-hmm. Just as we start to show the possibilities of actually attaining the speed limit, we have to slow down. Tree through the cab wall. Train sim world, yay. $65. Will it say Kirkaldy? So no. Any moment now. Any moment now. And the answer is no, it won't. It will not say Kirkaldy. It didn't say anything at all. You can stop now, anytime you want. Yep, good. Well, there you go. We now know the answer. Will it say Kirkaldy? And the answer is No. As the doors eventually opening up by our guard. Well, that's as far as we're going to go today in 158719 in the Leven Branch livery in the new timetable for the Fife Circle. Have fun with that, folks. Enjoy yourselves. We will absolutely rejoice. But it'll be okay. And I'm sure every man and his dog will stream this. Maybe I will. We'll see. Like and subscribe. All that fun sort of stuff. Any questions or comments, chuck them down below. Enjoy yourselves. See you later. Bye now. No, I mean it. Bye now. Why are you still here? Why are you still watching? Come on. You're not meant to be here anymore. Bye. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
We played a game.